gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. Check, 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 check. Can you hear me? Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here. Welcome back to the pre-live chat. Katie Thurston, the hometowns, folks. We made it to the hometowns. Can you believe that? We did it. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Good to see you. Kylie and Cora and Sarah and all of the Susans and other basic white ladies' names. Good to see all Kathy's. Cora. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Good to see you. We're going to do the voicemails all hour. Feel free to call in. I know it's been a minute. Tell me your hot takes. No spoilers. All love. We got some Latin music here to lubricate the joints as we prepare for a trip to hometowns. Now, of course, these are hometowns Postmates edition, as we do during the pandemic, where Katie Thurston just orders a mom and she shows up. Could have used that when I was 7. Just kidding. What's up, single moms out there? All right, Jan is here. Jan Losardo. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Basic white woman. Ann knows what I'm talking about with that. Oh, I don't know. Here's the deal, white ladies, you're the last bastion of people I can make fun of, okay? So you better believe we're going to do it. Make fun of your astrology and all the other weird things you got going on out there. Why am I making fun of white ladies? I don't know. Mercury's in retrograde. Who cares? Is it? Who knows? Kathy from Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see, Kathy. Good to see you. All right. Gonna listen while you make dinner. All right, well, let's make something spicy. Get your Grippo's barbecue seasoning and get ready to overly season your steaks, if that's what we're doing. All right, folks, we have 1 hour. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet is the countdown clock. So hang on while I put together. Oh, not now. Hold on. I got to put the countdown clock together. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to count down to a date and time, and that's 5 o'clock my time. Hold on a second. Today's August 2nd, and the countdown's going to end at 4:59. And there we go. Let's add it right there. There it is, folks. That's the countdown to tonight's episode for the East Coast. And at that time, I run across the room and I go illegally play the stream that I found. In the last 2 episodes, I've had you find people help me get the stream. If anyone needs the bootleg version of it, it is available on the Discord, thanks to Cora, Jess, and Sarah, and all the people that are over there. So thank you guys so much for populating the Discord. I'm trying to plug it more in the videos. You know, I'm still getting new to it. Hunter's in the house. Good to see you, Hunter. How's it going? Tell us, Hunter. Give us some updates on life. My coffee mug's really sweating right now, so I'm going to have to do something about that. I got this coffee mug that a subscriber gave to me at a stand-up show last month. Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. My phone just started going off for no reason. Oh boy. I just ordered like 5 minutes ago, right before I went on the air, I ordered the $7, maybe it's $8 connection that'll connect my phone to the actual sound system, so I don't have to do this Bluetooth baloney any longer. You guys know these Bluetooth problems I've had. So your boy every day, one little upgrade at a time, and we'll get there someday. Laura Hoffmeister checking in from Brazil. Good to see you, Hoffmeister. Very nice. Hunter. Yeah, Hunter's a great name, although it must be tough on dating apps because if a heterosexual man is looking for a lady, but he doesn't look close enough, he might think Hunter's not a woman, right? It's a relatively masculine name, right? I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just living in the world I grew up in, folks, where hunters were guys. But hey, you know what? Maybe Hunter, you just need to find yourself a gatherer. Maybe he can gather up some alone time with you and take you to town. What do you say about that? Boy, you know, oh man, Hunter, I'm telling you. You must get some fun pickup lines, though. Do you get fun pickup lines with the Hunter? Someone's like, I'll be your bow and arrow. I don't know. Something, you know, I'm sure there's some weapon, you know, gun pun that could be happening with the Hunter. I'll sit shotgun next to you. Okay, I don't know, folks. I don't know. Hunter said, do you guys want the hot tea about my love life? Do we ever? Yeah, give it to us. Give us the hot tea. I mean, if you want, call in 401-213-9828. Give us a voicemail. If it takes more than a minute to explain, by all means. I'm good to see Jan's in South Florida. That's where all the fun people go to party, right? Just nothing but, you know, surfing on top of gators and drinking White Claws, I think, according to my Instagram story. All right. Is tonight's episode 3 hours? Jess asked. Oh, I hope it not. No, I think tonight's normal and next week's to 3 hour, which is going to be, oh my gosh. Guys, today, this is my content schedule for today. By the way, Tasha, I didn't fix the door yet. That's the one thing I didn't do is fix the door. That's it. 9 videos today. Wow. Hey, you got to make your YouTube money when the sun's out or whatever the saying is, right? Okay, here we go. We have a Hunter's coming to us. Now, if you're new here and there isn't too much that we're going to talk about Bachelor related. We're just a crowd of Bachelorette enthusiasts preparing for the show. Hunter, recently, if you don't mind me updating people, Hunter, not to trigger you, but overcoming some adversity by moving on past a toxic, would you call it a toxic situation? Says, super into my manager who's leaving this week to a new company. Haha, low-key thought he was cute for a long time, and he finally added me on Facebook and Instagram and has been liking all my posts and viewing. Did you say anything after the viewing, or maybe it cut off? Maybe that's all it showed me. Well, here's the deal. I mean, you don't have to get HR involved if he's leaving town. Let's see if you can leave him with a couple... stumbling on my words. Hunter, let's see if you could leave him with a couple company benefits before he leaves. Yeah, you know what I mean? Give him a couple extra weeks of vacay time. I don't know. See if you'll match his 401k, if you know what I'm talking about. Give him the old gatherer. All right, folks. I think I'm a few minutes behind on these comments. So, yeah, as Sarah says, bump that Harrison, hit the like button, and let's get ready to party. Freckles Gold, hello from New York City. New York City! Queen Regine is in town. Good to see you, Regine. Looking as beautiful as always. You sure are. Savvy's in the house. So excited for Dave's recap. More than the episode. You know, these recaps, I'm going to need some extra stamps because I'm mailing it in these days. Let me tell you. The recaps, look, what do they say? 80% of the things you do well takes 20% of your time. Am I doing that right, or is it the opposite? Either way, point is, first half of the season, there's always a bunch of new people, so I always try to razzle-dazzle my recaps with extra graphics. That stuff, that keeps me up till 4 a.m., then I wake up 3 hours later the next day. So what I've decided to do is just go minimal on the post-production. I'll give you my rant. If you don't know what Thomas looks like at this point, that's on you. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, Savvy, and everyone else out there. By the way, my hands are shaking. I think it's because I was just doing a push-up workout, and I tried to I tried to finish in time so that I wouldn't be sweating right now, but my hands are literally shaking. I don't know if I just started on the coffee, so I don't think it's the coffee, but Hunter says these are the pickup lines she gets. Did your parents want a boy? You should respond, no, but I do, and then be like, what's up? What's happening? Are your parents hunters? No, but I've got you on my, what's the thing called? The view? No, but I got you in my scope. Okay, that's one. Do you hunt? They love when I respond, I'm a vegetarian. Oh, that's funny. You're a vegetarian. That's good. Well, maybe they can hunt for your, yeah, I was going to say something I probably shouldn't. I was looking for a vegetarian pun for, all right, folks, we're doing it. Save that for the after episodes. She says, very toxic. So Hunter's got the guy. He's viewing your stories. He's 12 years older. Okay, well, there you go. 12. Jess says 12 isn't too bad. Sarai's bumping her Harrison. Good to see. Let's see if we can get to some voicemails in a second. Yeah, why don't I do that? Let me see if we got any voicemails right now. That'll give me a chance to get my arms to stop shaking. What's embarrassing, though, is when my arms are shaking and doing stand-up comedy, which doesn't happen too often, but sometimes, and if you ever try to stop yourself from shaking, it makes you shake more, and then it looks like you're nervous, and it's like, I'm not nervous, I just have a unhealthy amount of caffeine in my body. All right, here we go. Let's go to our first voicemail here. Anyone can call in, 401-213-9828. Hey, thank you guys so much for all the love you've been giving me. I gotta say, the Instagram's been on fire. I always hated posting on Instagram, but you guys have been so ridiculously supportive with all the content over there. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out for that. So thank you so much. Let's go to our first voicemail. We're a little light on the voicemail, so if anyone wants to call in, now is your shot. Oh, I told you what. Next week, starting on Wednesday, when my new Amazon link comes in, we're not going to have these Bluetooth problems. I'll tell you about that. We are revamping. Hold on. This is garbage. The first one won't even play. Here we go, folks. I know you love when my stuff goes haywire.
Right. So I've already had a busy day. I just got home from doing some errands. I'm going to make it in time for the live stream early. But hometowns, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. And I know it's been all of the bad news with Greg. I cannot wait to see if it's going to be tonight or next week because of, they love how to mess with our minds with the edit. So I'll be shocked if Justin is in the top 2, for after hometown. I would be shocked if he actually made it past Greg, unless Greg did something stupid. Who knows? I cannot wait. And then second, I did something kind of, I wouldn't say stupid, but I took in a stray cat and looking for a home for her. And now she has some sneezers. So I just got some medication for her. So I have to make sure she's healthy before she goes off to her new home. I have at least 3 people already interested in her. She is a beautiful, long-haired, my brain is gone. She is a Maine Coon mix. That's right, Maine Coon mix with some Corby in her. So I have her in my bathroom until she gets a home. And then last but not least, I am trying to decide what to do for dinner. So right now I'm going to have some Mexican food for my late lunch. And then for dinner, I'm trying to decide between pizza or pasta or both. Or maybe a cheeseburger. Let me know. I'll be veggie burger because I'm vegetarian. So let me know what you guys think. Okay. See you guys soon. All right. Bye.
Sarai with the cheeseburger update. Sarai, don't you know I'm hungry? Don't be telling me if you're choosing between cheeseburger or pasta. Let me tell you something with my relationship with Tasha here. If you even mention sushi, she has to order sushi. If you mention pasta, she has to eat pasta. It's kind of like she doesn't possess the ability to say no. If I'm like, cheeseburgers from In-N-Out, she's like, let's go right now. I'll rev the car up. We have to go. That's not wrong, Tasha. She's listening. Someone asked if I was married, and then someone else said engaged, and then someone else said very, very engaged. Is there a spectrum of engaged? What do you mean very, very? What does that even mean? You trying to thwart these people off? Layla P says, that's a Power Recappers mug. You're telling me. I got to drink a garden hose out of this thing. So, just kind of dinking around over here. Oh, this isn't set up. Hold on, this format's all off. You think you got everything set up, and then you go haywire here. Give me a second to set up this format. Doesn't look good at all. Boy, you know what? Let me just get out of here. Boy, I can't get anything done right now. Can't do it. Very, very engaged. I'm engaged to Tasha, and I'm engaged in conversation. Oh, Layla says, I'm very, very engaged, like you would have possibly already married if it wasn't for COVID. Well, yeah, you'd think so, but honestly, a lot of people asked if we got married in Belize. Tasha, should we share the news? Do you want to come in here? Or do you want to share it later? You guys are going to have to go to Tasha's channel. No, we didn't get engaged. We just went on a nice trip. Although the place we stayed was so gorgeous, we've even considered going back to get married there. Which was from a subscriber and Patreon member, which was incredible. And also, we're going to be going somewhere this Saturday, thanks to a subscriber of my channel, and we're going to their vineyard for a dinner where we'll be looking at that venue as a possible wedding location. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we might be wowed. We're open to being sold on what to do. So Sunshine just asked, did y'all get married in Belize? I'm sure you just heard my answer. No. We ate a lot and we drank a lot. Very, very engaged means it's established. Might as well be married. Rock solid or seemingly so. Oh, a lot of doubt there. Seemingly rock solid. Well, look, I think our relation, she's only thrown her engagement ring at me maybe 3 times. Is that right, Tasha? Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Did I commit to a 100% linen wardrobe? Actually, no, this isn't linen. This is a shirt that I got in Colombia years ago, and I gained a few pounds on the vacation. It's very slim fitting, so if I even gain 2 pounds, it becomes very tight right here. But normally it kind of slides down, but I'm a little bloated right now. But thank you for asking. My other linen shirt is stained, so I got to get that fixed. And I actually texted, let's see if I can find this. I'm going to have to go back to this and figure this part out. Usually this works a little bit better, but what the heck is going on here? I'm trying to set this up. Oh, I see what the problem is. Hold on one second. I know how to fix this. We click on that, and then Usually there's something we click on over here. Oh, this is it. Hold on one second. This is very important. Now it should work. That's not it. What if porn just showed up? That happened once accidentally, right guys? Remember that? That was a fun one. That was a fun live stream. All right, I think this is what I was looking for. And then if I can just shrink it there. Still learning this technology here, folks. It's not getting smaller like it should be. Gosh, this is such boring entertainment for you guys. I'm sorry for this issue. Let me see if I can get out of it. Let's go to Instagram. Gosh. I try to keep things rolling for you guys. So yeah, Hunter, what else is going on other than you're into your former boss or a former, do you have some sort of, a student professor vibe thing happening there? The 12-year difference. Do you want to punch your time clock, if you will? All right, I'm done being a creep. All right, folks, you know what? I'm going to take a phone call while I try to fix this issue that I have here. Because what I'm trying to do is this. Okay, so here we go. Now, what is this? Integrative nutrition? That's the last thing I looked up because Victoria was, well, you guys understand. Let's go here. Instagram, integrative nutrition. It seems like a scam to me. All right, so now I see what happened. See, it all shrunk. There we go. So, Connor posted his new linen shirt, and I would love to find out who makes it. Well, actually, no, I don't know if it's linen. Anna Marie DeSantis says, Belize bad boy is back. Dave Neal, next host of The Bachelor. You know, I would much rather prefer sitting at home doing what I do now than hosting the show. But I could see a scenario in which I am there to sort of more abrasively intertwine my way into some of the conversations. You know what I mean? I think I would be hated by the masses if I was on the show. So here's David Spade, Belizean bad dad, David Spade, with his linen shirt long sleeve, and then someone of equal miniature proportion, Connor over here. And Connor's got the LaCroix shirt, right? Is this actually a LaCroix shirt? I can't tell if this, but he's got, so he's got several, it looks like he's got 3 buttons, but that might be 2. It looks like he's got 3 buttons, so he's got room to party. And then I wrote, can we get some info on that shirt? Because I was trying to find out who made it. And he said, comes with only 2 working buttons. And then I said, well, you only need 1, so good to have the backup ready in case of a windy day. You know what I mean, folks? You never know what's going to happen in paradise. You got to have your thimble and needle ready to go. But, yeah, he's got a good... This shirt was made out of a hotel pool's lawn chair fabric. I think that's a good one. Kenny's going to be on the show. Although Kenny doesn't really wear shirts too often. Kenny only needs to do laundry like twice a decade. You know what I mean? Like, just he accidentally has clothes. This shirt came with buttons. He didn't read the instruction manual, so he didn't get there. But again, like I said before, if you have more than 4 abs, you don't need buttons, right, folks? So Hunter moved into her new apartment. So she's got a lot going on. You moved in. Did you call in yet? You moved into your new apartment. All right, we got a lot of voicemails. Let's just get right into these voicemails and see what it's all about here. Let's see if this.
Hi, Dave. This is nothing but a love for you voicemail. We watch you literally every single day, me and my roommate. And yeah, we just love you. Sorry.
Yes, we appreciate your content. We love it.
Yes. Thank you for everything.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Tasha, I'm getting voicemails from ladies, of which I would say are gaggling right now. Are you at all nervous for Belizean bad boy? Tasha's laughing. She doesn't seem too threatened. You're not nervous. I just had a chorus of lady calling in from a 603 number. All right, we got our update from Hunter. Hunter's here. Let's hear what Hunter had to say in their update.
Guys, it's Hunter. I couldn't write it all in the chat because it just keeps saying I'm over the limit on characters. But to kind of cut it short, basically, my manager's kind of been super flirty. He knows that I broke up with my ex. Doesn't know the exact details of it, but he's been liking all my posts, viewing my stories, even hearting my posts a lot of times and commenting. So it seems really flirtatious, but I also don't know what a new relationship looks like because I was dating and with my ex for 4 years. So hopefully that's being flirty. I don't know. You tell me what you guys think. and can't wait for tonight's episode. Bye.
Hunter. First of all, your ex, and again, I do apologize. You said you said you're all happy that you're not being reminded of your ex, and the first thing I'm saying is like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? So sorry about that. But first of all, your ex viewing your stuff. Now, let me get this right. Your ex was viewing all of your stuff or the new guy? If the ex is viewing all of your stuff, I would just completely block them. Go no contact. Just completely block them, even if you don't need to see them anymore. Better off them not even be tempted by your presence. Bye. You tell your ex, bye. Now, if it's the new guy who's looking at all your stuff, it is for sure an indicator of interest, okay? In the world of dating, that's called an IOI. An indicator of interest is that he's liking your things. Now, the question is, if you guys still worked together, I would say it's the move's on you, because he's going to be like, oh, she's younger than me. I don't want to be creepy. There is the creep factor. But if you're into him, it's not creepy if you're into him, right? So he might be a little cautious that you're a little creepy. So feel free to send him little hearts. You know what works well is the little kissy smiley face. Let me tell you something. You send a guy a kissy smiley face, that guy's going to go into a whole new planet. You know what I mean? Nothing gets a guy going like a kissy smiley face. How many kids have been born because of an errant kissy smiley face? Hey, let's all welcome Lindsay Brillhart. First time watcher on the live show. Good to see you, Lindsay. Not much going on in the way of content related to Bachelor, but I think the way these live streams work, it's like I gave you 7 episodes today of content, and now we're just going to relax, take some voicemails. I'm thinking, here's my thought. My thought was this. If I get to 40,000 subscribers before Bachelor in Paradise starts, I will do a 40,000-minute live stream. Now, I know Tasha's already worried in the background. 40,000 minutes is divided by 60 minutes per hour is 666 hours divided by 20. Wait, hold on. 666 hours divided by, no, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. 40,000 minutes is, wow, hold on. 40,000 minutes. No. Okay. 40,000 seconds was the idea. Okay. So 40,000 seconds is 666 minutes, which is 11 hours. So do I do an 11-hour live stream, or is that a completely stupid idea in the middle of the summer? Either way, I don't think we'll get up to 40, but it's a thought. So I don't know. Let me know if that's stupid. Either way, at 40,000 subscribers, I will do something, to celebrate 40K. I don't know what that might be. Like we said before, maybe we'll drink a couple 40s. You know what's good is the Brass Monkeys, which is a 40 of malt liquor and orange juice. So it's healthy. You know what I mean, guys? It's healthy. Hey, Hunter, thanks so much for the voicemail. Thank you for keeping us updated. Thank you for sticking around. On behalf of me and everyone else in the chat, we really love when people like you and Sarai and others give us their updates on what's going on in life. It helps me triangulate where everyone is and where's everyone coming from, and we can root everyone on. I'd love to hear from our friend in Florida whose dog was going to the vet. I haven't heard anything about the dog. I'm assuming it made a great recovery. But again, a few weeks back, for those that are new, we raised a couple $100 on behalf of a dog's surgery, and I think they're doing okay. As you guys might have seen, if you didn't already, I'll show this right now. I'll show you guys Tasha's. Let's see. I don't want to play the audio because I think it's a licensed song. So I'm going to play Tasha's. This was yesterday. Tasha, my fiance, my very, very engaged fiance, made this Instagram reel of us taking the dog to the dog beach, which is hilarious. I mean, there's dogs literally taking a dump right in the seaweed. They're pissing on each other's sandy toes. I mean, it is a mess. It is so funny. Our dog's been a little under the weather since his surgery. He's recovered fully, but his tail stopped going up, and we think it's probably a partly depressed, a little bit of, he's got a little bit of arthritis in his hip, and we knew that taking him to the dog beach would really get his mood up, so he had so much fun barking at all the dogs, watching them play around. Just a great time for the dog. And since we got back, the dog's been a little bit more lively. So we think from our vacation, as much as he loves our house sitters, we think from the vacation, the dog has just been excited to get back moving and grooving. So, oh, look at that. Emily, hey, Tasha, Emily Blake's mom commented on your video. Did you see that? Yeah, she said, so cute. She commented on my video, and I said, just killing time till I see you on TV, stepmom. I started calling Emily my stepmom. Is that weird? Think my mom would get upset? Anyway, how about this photo I took of Tasha? Look at this one by the shower. That's an unedited photo, folks. A little outdoor shower where we stayed in Belize. Isn't that a nice one? We took a lot of drone shots. We actually found out how to take photos with the camera attached to our phone. So up to like 100 feet away with our Sony, we're able to look at the phone and set the focus and set like, all right, take a photo in 3 seconds. All right, take a photo in 5 seconds. You can set it in that way. Like right now, I think the phone is probably in my hand or in Tasha's hand. But we were literally, because I'll tell you what, when you got to get the shot, it can take literally dozens, if not more, times taking the photo. I don't just take good photos on command, although this one was pretty good. I accidentally got this one. That was a nice one when we went into the Mayan caves. I think I'll do a live stream once Tasha goes through all the good images and kind of like shows, because we have, thousands. Once we get the good images, I'll show you guys from the cave we went into. But what's so cool, we went into one of these really old Mayan caves and we were able to see sacrifices, even like the legitimate actual skulls of sacrifices, which was kind of fun. But anyway, I don't think anyone asked for that, but I got into it. Regina says, not Dave getting all technical with the terms IOI. That's right, Regina. And hey, I don't care if that's a 10-year-old headshot, Regina. It's a beautiful photo, and I'm sure you've aged like fine wine over there. God knows I look at my 10-year-old headshots and go, where did I go wrong? The sun got in the way of my youth. All right, so let's play a few more. Cora, you are up next. Getting right into it.
Hi, Dave. Cora here. I would have to agree that there's different levels of engaged. There's people who are engaged, who don't live together, who have no plans of getting married anytime soon. You already live with Tasha. You're making wedding plans. I would say you're very engaged when you have those two pieces in place. All right. Bye.
Hey, good to know. So, Tasha, they say that we're very engaged because we live together and all that. Some people are engaged and they don't live together, and that's a religious thing. But by all means, I think we've passed the trial run. Now, if we can just knock Tasha up, I think that'll be the anchor of the relationship. Ain't nobody trying to get divorced. That's what I always said about my mom. My mom left my father when she was pregnant with me, and I'm like, how much did you not like somebody if you left when you were pregnant? You know what I mean? Didn't even get child support. All right, too much info. So Jess says, all right, no, Cora gets full credit here. She says, how about a 4-hour stream for 40,000 followers? Let me tell you something. I'll do 4 hours every day of the week. You got it. 4-hour stream, the first live stream schedule after we hit 40,000 subscribers, regardless of if we get it before Bachelor in Paradise. Although I would appreciate if we could get it before Bachelor in Paradise. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Susan in Michigan, you are up.
Hey, Dave. It's Basic Susan from Michigan.
Basic Susan.
And I just wanted to comment on one of your videos earlier in the day on Michael A.
Oh, boy.
Now, I have to preface this by saying I love Michael A. He's a total gem. But I'm torn about the comments he's leaving on Katie's Instagram and the way he's answering the questions in the interview, only because I think maybe he should hang back a little to see if she did find somebody and if she's in love or engaged. And then if not, hey, go for it. I think they're great. But in the meantime, I think maybe he should just hang back a little. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Basic Susan, I heard your Michigan accent a little bit. Right there at the end. I love a good Midwestern accent. Hey, we just booked our flights to Michigan for an upcoming wedding. Part 2, second time we're going. Better be fun. They're our best friends. It'll be fun, all right, except we're flying on Spirit Air. So get the chiropractor ready. God knows they're going to stick me on top of a chicken coop or whatever they do. Bunk beds. They're just, oh, yeah, you get the bunk bed aisle. It's just me and somebody sitting on top of me. You pay extra for that in some countries. All right, folks. So, yeah, the question, of course, is about the thirst levels of Michael A., which we did cover earlier. And look, here's the deal. And again, this is a no spoiler chat, right? But I'll say this. I'm fairly confident the top 8 guys, if not the whole cast, knows who wins, okay? It's not hard to find out who wins, all right? A lot of people know. Of course, I know. But I'm starting to question the info that I have. Because as we've seen in the past, until the after the final rose, and even then, so that's the start. After the final rose is the start of the relationship. We saw Dale and Claire break up and get back together. We saw Ari break up with Becca Kufrin before the after the final rose, or maybe during, whatever the case may be. We've seen shuffling happen. So if Michael thinks there's something rocky going on, he's taking his shot. Or it's so dead in the water, he's just being naive to how he's coming off, which could be true too. He could be naive how he's coming off. He thinks he's, because you got some of these other guys that finished much lower on the levels that Katie's friends with, but Michael, clearly there was past the friendship. If Katie is engaged to somebody not named Michael, which we're assuming because Michael's not in the running, if she's engaged to somebody else and Michael's friends with that person, you'd have to be like, geez, pump the brakes, man. But in the end, you're here to find love, not to find best friends. So it would be interesting to hear what you guys have to say. Of course, no spoilers. Susan says we can handle the 11 hours like we did the 10, but with your heavy content schedule, 4 hours sounds just about right. Yeah, the problem with the 10 hours is it takes time away from actually making videos. But with that said, I told you this, when we can get to 100,000 subscribers, it's a 24-hour live stream. You better believe it. And it'll involve fanfare. I'm talking sheet cakes, piñatas, multiple cameras. I'm going to hire Tasha to try on all of her Poshmark outfits or whatever. It's going to be a lot. So the 4 hour for sure for 40,000, that sounds like a fair promise. I did 5 hours for 25,000, so I think we can do 4 hours for 40. In fact, you guys know how it goes. Sometimes a 4 hour live stream turns into 6. A video is good when I'm like, all right, let's wrap it up. And then there's still 38 minutes left. It's like, what happened next? Something good. Brianna says, these pup videos warm my heart. Oh, so I'm clearly behind if we got a lot of dog comments. Hey, Tasha, Hunter says you're gorgeous as always. She said, oh, that's sweet. Hunter is attracted to her boss who's leaving the company. What do you say? Tasha goes, hey, it's no longer a conflict. I told Hunter she needs to find her gatherer and gather up some booty calls. All right. There it is, folks. Erica Brandenburg says, Garal girl, Tasha. Tasha's getting a lot of, oh, wow. Sarai says, Tasha's such a natural beauty. Very pretty, says Lindsay. All right. Well, lots of love for Tasha. I'm just, all the Tasha content's rolling in. I guess I'm a little behind on the comments here. Costco sells arthritis medication for dogs. Did you know that, Tasha? Susan Rich says Costco sells Previcox, arthritis medicine for dogs. We'll have to get the dog another update and see how he is. He's been diagnosed with arthritis like 5 years ago, but as long as we don't, take him on a bunch of hikes, usually he turns out okay. But good to know if this is an ongoing thing. Katie says, I hope Tasha's ankle is okay. Turns out mine is broken. Fractured talus, originally tore my ligaments. Tasha, you want to give us an update on your ankle? You said no? Tasha's working hard or hardly working. No, she's working very hard. Usually Tasha's not, you got lucky today. You got a lot of billable hours and they let you off early. Tasha works by the hour. So if they cut her early, she gets paid, which is nice. Nice to know. She's working on the blog, so you guys can go check that out later. Brianna said we could eat 40 tacos. That sounds disgusting. But maybe there are some. 40 seems like something that'll be, I don't want to celebrate too much because, it's not, 40 is not that big of a deal. But I think we will be passing Nick Viall soon, right? That'll be a fun little, friendly competition to pass Nick Viall. I think we passed the Chatty Broads, which is fun. Jess said Spirit Air just canceled a ton of flights. Okay, well, that just made me nervous. I'll have to go check on my flight. Tom said Spirit Air is horrible. Yeah, I did all my research into Spirit Air. So you have to print your tickets at home or else they'll charge you $10 at the gate. You have to you got to buy your carry-on's going to be more expensive than your checked bag. So you have to get your checked bag when you purchase your tickets or the price goes up. So I got one checked bag for the two of us because we're only going to be gone 2.5 days. Okay, we're going to Michigan for literally 2.5 days. But yeah, you're right. It's horrible. Here's the deal. It was so much cheaper than every other airline. And Tasha, can I share this with you? Someone had a great idea. So I paid an extra $120 for both flights to get us to sit next to each other. Now, if it's up to me, I'd pay money not to sit with you, Tasha. No offense. You drool on me. You're always stealing my headphones. We're trying to sync up the play button at the same time on our entertainment system. Tasha loves that we sit next to each other. I get it. I buy the extra tickets. Someone told me instead of buying the extra tickets, can you hear me, Tasha? Someone told me they'll buy somebody 2 drink tickets if they move their seat. That's a good idea. And that's what I didn't think of. Rather than spending $120, just buy someone as many drink tickets or, in-flight meals or whatever as it's going to take to get them to move. Most people, would barter at the price. I don't know. Sunshine says, I need to get on Dave's Instagram to check out Dave's vacay pics. Yeah, you do. I don't have a lot posted yet, but they will be coming out this week. Last week was our, we only came back 6 days ago, so we were, you know how it is. You travel home. It's like, it's barely enough to survive, let alone go through footage. SJ said, wish you could do stand-up in the Detroit area. I do too. It's just not going to happen on this trip, but I got friends and family over there, and I'm for sure could get up at the comedy, the Comedy Castle or whatever it's called. So hopefully sooner than later, I'll be in Detroit. Franny's here. Good to see you, Franny. Our marriage counselor, Franny. I really want to wait until I watch this episode before I comment on who Katie is with and what is going on in Bachelorette life. Absolutely. Yep, you got to get caught up. We'll be here later on tonight. And Franny, I've got 2 new shows that just lined up. They're not till September 2nd and 4th, but I'm working on a show on the west side, which is closer to you, in the Los Angeles area. Have I tried CBD for Boone? We give him CBD all the time. Absolutely. CBD is one of those things you just don't know if it's working. Like, I get all this CBD product sent to me. Like, we have all these, like, CBD toothpicks and all these things. And I'm like, I don't know. Is it working? Like, CBD, I assume it is because I'm not, like, some quack. But at the same time, part of me is like, is this like the Emperor's Clothing where everyone tells you CBD works, so you think it works? I'm not the type who does well with placebos. So, like, I need to see, like, a rash go away to believe it. You know what I mean? I guess I'm really far behind. Kathy says, Tasha's a beautiful young lady, but also got a handsome young man, too. Hey, Tasha, you got a handsome young man. Where is he? Get him out of here. Ain't no room for him. Caitlin Briggs says, Dave Neal, greater than Dick Fire. Thank you for that. Or Dave Neal's pointing to Nick. I don't know. Either way. Franny says, Spirit air seats are not comfortable at all. That's why you got to eat an edible. You got to eat the edible to make it comfortable. Not too much of an edible, or in that case, you'll want to vomit, and we have stories about that. Scatting through the comments. 20 minutes to showtime. Stacy says, I still feel bad for Michael and his situation with him leaving. Oh, it's a terrible situation. Because in no normal world do you choose between loving somebody and your kid. In normal worlds, you love them, they're in your hemisphere or whatever. This is like if you met someone and fell in love on vacation and they can't move and you can't move. The fact that Michael in that video said, it's hilarious, I just Googled his name today and I stumbled on that video, and it was a video of him being interviewed by like the Akron, Ohio news station, KCRW, Akron, Ohio. And they've got the big news interview. And I'm like, this is actually good info that wasn't out there yet. But he said Katie agreed to move to Akron for him, which, maybe that's how he heard it, but there ain't no way. It's like, there's no way. And it's like, no offense, Akron, but Katie's moving to San Diego. She's not moving to Akron, Ohio. Like, no offense. We'll go there to visit the in-laws, but we're not moving there. So it looks like I'm all set on voicemail. So if anyone wants to leave a voicemail, this would be your last chance to leave a voicemail. Go on up there and leave one. Lindsay, Midwestern lady from Cincinnati, Ohio. Very nice. Of course, Cincinnati, pretty far from Akron as far as Ohio is concerned, right? Other side of the state. Sarai wants a drink poll for tonight. Blended margarita, beer, or white wine. Here's what I would do. A margarita is nice, but what's better than a margarita is a beer in a margarita, which back in the day, they called a Mexican car crash. You can't call it that anymore. That's what it was called. They literally had that on the menu called that. That's offensive. We're not going to call it that anymore. It's simply a beer in a margarita. That's what it is. But let's not pretend like that wasn't on every menu at your local Baja Blues place. All right, Daniel's here, checking in from England. Good to see you, Daniel, and congrats. Everyone, wish Daniel a congratulations. He is a new father. Give it up for Daniel there. I played the national anthem, but you're in England. I don't think congratulations from the United States for being a new dad out there. I understand I'm probably a few minutes behind on these comments, but I'm trying to get through them. Daniel says, I guess Spirit is like Ryanair. You have to pay for the air masks if they drop. Yeah, I've been on Ryanair and I've been on EasyJet, which is also, I believe, a British. EasyJet would cost like a $16 flight, but next thing you know, you ask for a couple M&Ms and they're like, oh, would you like more than one M&M? And you're like, yeah, I'd like a handful of M&Ms. I'm like, we're going to charge you for each one. And you go, all right. Cora says CBD has changed your life for the better. Good to know. Can help with things like anxiety. Hey, yeah, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but like it's hard enough for me. Yeah, it's hard enough. I'll have an edible or smoke. I don't really smoke much. Edibles are way easier to like pop an edible and go to bed. Oh, it's nice, especially with my chronic neck issues. But with CBD, like with yourself, it's hard to tell. So to give it to your dog, it's like, I don't know if he can tell. I just like sprinkle it on. We have a ton of the dog CBD stuff that we were given from a, when you live out in LA, you just get weed given to you. I don't know if you knew this. You just given to you. Actually, the other night at a stand-up show, the comic was giving weed to everyone. I was like, I don't want it. I don't want your weed, because here there's so many companies just giving out their product to influencers and this and that you could theoretically have just like bags of weed and you don't know what to do with it. Yeah, more of a light edible type of guy. Just 5 milligrams to call it an evening. Not every night, but some like you're not sleeping too well. You want to pop one your last hour of watching TV. Just float your way into the bed. Just melt into that memory foam. Usa Roblox, hey Dave Neal, appreciate being one of your subscribers. Thank you for doing this. You're welcome. Hey, Sophia's here. Late to the party. What did I miss? You didn't miss too much. Hunter's trying to bang her ex-boss. And that's about it. That's all we talked about. All right. Bethany says CBD and medical marijuana have helped me in my disease a lot. That's good to hear. Medical marijuana as a replacement for pharmaceutical painkillers every day of the week. Absolutely. Cora said Michael A. needs to find someone who wants to live in Ohio. I mean, I don't understand why that's a deal breaker. Is it because his widow's, is that the right way to say it? His widow? No, he's a widow. He's a widower. Oh, I've been saying that wrong the whole time. Tasha, what does he call his wife who passed away? His dead wife? It's not his ex-wife. Is it his dead wife? Someone let me know in the comments. I don't want to offend Michael. As you guys know, Michael has just been such a boss. By the way, Tasha, did I tell you, I know I'm jumping all over the place. Did I tell you that Daniel, our Patreon friend in England, is a dad now? How nice is that? Everyone's wishing him some congratulations out there in the world. Cara B said, collab with Fantake in Game of Roses, please. I need to do that, and that's a great idea. I need a sort of a storyline for what Bachelor Fantake and I are supposed to talk about. I don't like to just talk about Bachelor with people. I guess I would rather know like what got him into it, but that's so cliche. Like I hate it when people ask me that because I feel like I've answered it a million times. But it would be nice to get to know the man behind Bachelor Fantake. And then Game of Roses, I don't know anything about them whatsoever. People are always sending me other people's podcasts to listen to, and it's like, if you guys didn't know, I do this all day long. This is what I do. So I don't listen to not one podcast. I'll tell you what, the podcast I've listened to more than anybody's that I actually find valuable is Jason Tartick's Trading Secrets, which I actually find really cool because, of all of the, info that he shares regarding the finances behind it all. So Tasha says, say it's Michael's late wife. Well, speaking of my current fiance, come and say hi to everyone. Everyone's asking you all these questions. Your boobs are out. Tasha's tits are out, folks. She doesn't want to. Speaking of tits being out, Claire Crowley, everybody. What's your take on that, honey? Tasha's so happy for Claire. How happy are we for Claire for getting her hoo-has removed? Her synthetic hoo-has. She ditched the tits I don't mean to sound crass. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but that's what the other ladies were saying, like ditch the tits. That's like the hashtag. So I'm like, do I get to say that now because the girls did? I don't know. Maybe not. Point is Claire's, immediately going to feel better. And not to put pressure on her, but she already says she immediately feels better getting rid of her breast implants. And she told the doctor, I showed this in the Q&A, she told the doctor, like, do whatever reconstructive, because I asked this of Tasha, I was like, not to say it matters, but just out of curiosity, having fake breasts, Like, look, I've gained a few pounds and my tits are sagging and I'm a guy. You know what I mean? Like, men suffer from saggy boobs if you don't continue to do push-ups and different things. So we've got our own business to worry about. No guy wants his tits to be underneath his arms flapping around, but you know, hey, that's what happens. There's a term for that and I hate to say this, the short term is they call it bitch tits, okay? And I hate to say that because that just sounds wrong, but that's what they call it in a guy. You know, if a guy like works out a lot, builds his big chest and then stops working out, gyno, whatever, there's a term for it, doesn't matter. But the point is with Claire, it's like that's your real skin that's been stretched into that. And now you get them removed. So she told the doctor, do what you need to do if you need to reconstruct it to look good. Just do what you got to do, because reconstructing the boob isn't going to give you breast implant illness. The breast implants come out, the capsules come out, which is the muscle tissue around it, the scar tissue around it. That all comes out. I don't know why I'm doing it like it's a basketball pass. I look like I'm doing Tai Chi. The tit comes out, Tai Chi, and then it's gone. So that comes out. But she said that the doctor said she didn't need to do any reconstruction or whatever. So, hey, good on her, you know what I mean? Good on her. Trying to get through all this. Some comments here. I'm just going to have to skip some comments. They said, it's the late wife. Late wife is what they said. Thank you, Bethany. So Michael's late wife. I was saying Michael's widow. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, guys. I just talked to you, and then people in the comment sections tell me how dumb I am. I get it. So his late wife. A widow is a woman who loses her husband. So yeah, so Michael is a widower, which I understand that's the proper term. It just sounds like not a right word, you know, widower, you know. Erica says you should do a Hot One style with fan take. Well, that's a good idea. Here's the problem is I hate Skype. So all these great ideas would be good to do in person. But yeah, Natalie says East Coast is ready. Yeah, we got 12 minutes to go. I'm probably going to bow out maybe 1 minute before this countdown, just because I go straight from here into the other room and we watch the show through a bootleg stream, which takes a minute to set up. I'll tell you what, though, I've been extra into this conversation today, guys. I don't know about you, but I've just felt it's been good to be back. Natalie said my aunt had breast implant illness and had them explanted a couple of years ago. Oh, good for her. I guess you got to save them, though. I mean, it's what, 10 grand to put them in, 10 grand to get them out. You're looking at the price of a car. You might as well put them in a jar somewhere, right? I mean, what if 10 years from now they find out that whoever made the silicones or saline, whatever the hell it is, that there's a class action lawsuit, and it's like, you're going to want to save that jar of tits. Save that jar of tits. Can you imagine, like, 10 years from now? Hey, honey, babe, have you seen my jar of tits? She goes, honey, you're not being funny. And then my landlord's on the other wall like, what the hell are they talking about? Dave can't find his jar of tits. By the way, you guys know we live next to a flock of doves, right? One of the doves broke its wing, and it's now living in our backyard, and we're texting our neighbor trying to get them to pick up their dove. I'm not kidding. A whole flock of doves, like dozens of them, live next door. I had to buy a shop vac just to vacuum up all the poop, because they poop on our AstroTurf. So when we got this AstroTurf, we didn't plan to live next to a flock of doves. But I got to tell you, it's kind of nice living next to a flock of doves. You know, you wake up in the morning and you got your coffee and then doves just fly by and then, you know, and then shit in your coffee and you're like, is that creamer? What's going on in there? Hello? And then you drink it anyway because you're like, all right, it'll build some character. Speaking of building character, folks, hit the like button. Regine says, no, you did not. Laugh, 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 laugh. Speaking of tits being out, Claire Crowley, I'm dead, fam. Well, I appreciate that you get my sense of humor here. I don't even know what's offensive anymore. Sarai said I asked this group fans of Nick Vial for their advice about my relationship with Mark. Damn, they were so brutal. Yeah, well, Sarai, the deal is people are going to want to look out for you. You know, look, you like this guy Mark, right? You're into him, but you know what? He's got to put in some effort for you. You know what I mean? So maybe sometime, not always. A lot of times when you ask advice on Reddit, the response you could be like, hey, I just got married to the love of my life, but she'll leave like toenail clippings in the bathroom, and people will be like, get rid of her, throw her away. It's like, whoa, chill. So I get it. Reddit and Facebook and in general are pretty negative places to get advice. But you know, clearly, Jess says gynecomastia. I think that's the male overly boobed. look like I'm kneading bread dough. Sorry, I'm a few minutes behind on this. It's a chill day when Dave doesn't need a reason to bring out Dave the ref hat and whistle. Don't tempt me. Where's the... I got the ref hat's over there. Don't make me. Well, the ref hat comes in at the beginning of a season when there's, girls calling out these guys for being there for the wrong reasons, and they're making TikToks trying to shame people. That's when the ref hat's coming out, and I will be there. You bet your bottom dollar to wreak havoc and judge if these girls are in the right place for calling these guys out or not. All right, let's get into this next call here.
Dave, hi everybody. I've been buffering, so I thought it was a good time to call. I want to share a story about that oh shit moment that I think Michael experienced with his son. I used to develop and deliver a training on medical management software, and it started out, you go out once a month, but they just started sending me out, got to be every week, and this is nationally. And my youngest son was 4, and he was going to be playing Santa twas the night before Christmas.
Nice.
And I was sitting on the tarmac at Dulles Airport en route to Seattle at that time, thinking, and at the moment that he was on, in the play, and I remember having that oh shit moment. What am I doing? And that's when I'm like, this is it. I'm making a change. So, when it comes to you, I gotta act. There's no question. So anyway, everybody, I hope you enjoy the show tonight, and thanks for all you do, Dave. Bye.
Well, thank you. Bye. Thank you so much, Susan. Yeah, look, I don't have any kids. I can't even imagine, but I have a younger brother who's going to be entering college this year, and I've spent the majority of his life living away from him, and it has done traumatic things to me. I understand the sacrifices you have to make when you're not with certain family, and I can't imagine if it's your own kid and you're not there. So, I totally get that, whatever ruminating was happening in his head, I totally understand. Angel says, at Dave Neal, my husband just overheard, save that jar of tits, and started cracking up. Well, that's how I try to win over people one at a time. Just save that jar of tits and shitting in Dove, shitting in your coffee. Or coffee that'll make you, a lot goes on. Natalie, in my honor, had Detroit-style pizza. Very nice to hear. And so it had mentioned if I hit 40,000, I lost it. There it is. April said, on your 4-hour 40,000 goal, maybe we get your list of top 40 contestants. Best, worst, sexiest, most offensive. Listen, I am no longer allowed to share with you guys my list of sexiest contestants. And it ain't going to happen. Yeah, someone tweeted at me yesterday saying, hey, I'm watching JoJo's season on Hulu, and I can't find your recaps. Yeah, they're off the internet, guys, okay? Trying to get me canceled over here. Save that jar of tits, says Caitlin. Caitlin says, I'm actually laughing hysterically. Well, I think there's something that happens when you hear people talk in the present, that you understand that they're kidding, you understand this and that. But if I went on some Facebook blog and said, save that jar of tits, they'll be like, who is this a-hole? You know what I mean? I totally understand my photo looks threatening. I got a new bit I'm working on about villain face. And it turns into a Derek Chauvin joke. It kind of goes in a weird place, and then it kind of spins out of there. But it's like the idea is that I only get auditions to play bad people. You know what I mean? And it's because I look like Kevin Federline's stunt double right now or whatever, this shirt, don't I? Just look like I look like I'm gonna. I don't know if I look like I'm selling bagels in the morning, or I don't know what this look is, but I don't mind it because look, I can't if I button this. Tasha, I didn't know this till I started dating someone in the fashion world, but, well, you know what? This shirt can button a little bit, but what happens is I start to sit down and it gets pull, So as a guy, it's not that I'm severely overweight. I have my chest is a little bigger. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. We got 5 minutes left. Everyone hit the like button, please. Thank you so much. Dave and Bachelor Fan Take should have a show where they review coffee brands. Does he like coffee a lot? I'm going to have to find out what he likes. Maybe I'll send him some American coffee. Maybe I should send him some Dunkin' Donuts and I'll drink some Tim Hortons and we can have... He said he would do something with me, but here's the deal. He's got a much bigger following, so I feel like I can't provide him much value, so I don't know if he would want to collaborate. But, the other collaborations have gone very well. The other chats have gone well. I'm thinking about seeing if Reality Steve wants to talk to me about F-Boy Island, because I don't necessarily know if I want to recap it in the traditional way, but I know he's following F-Boy Island. Yeah, Caitlin said we went from tits to poop. Yeah, it was quite the emotional roller coaster we had here. Josh says, I went into the bathroom at the airplane and there were peanut M&Ms on the floor. Score. I thought about it at least. Listen, were the peanut M&Ms were they sealed? And if not, were they at least sealed in Ziploc? Because I could see a scenario, if my hunger is right, where I eat those peanut M&Ms. I am not a germaphobe. If I can't see the germs, I'm eating the peanut M&Ms. I have ate food out of the garbage before. You know, if it's sitting there on top of something or in a garbage, but maybe, you know, in certain scenarios. Anyway, we've got 3 minutes left. Try to get through this here. I'm going to shut down the voicemails. All right, voicemails are done. No time for those. But look at that. We got 271 people in the chat. You guys continuously blow me away. I got to tell you something. Sometimes I'm so busy during the day that I don't even appreciate all of the people watching and all the different things happening. And I just have to tell you, thank you guys so much. Thank you for making this whole thing a reality. I told this to Teresa. Teresa let us stay at her Airbnb in San Pedro, Belize. It was gorgeous. And I told this to her. And Tasha, if you're listening, you know, I've already told this to Tasha, but Tasha's parents met us at the Airbnb. And I suffer from, I don't have enough time to get into this deeply, but I suffer from, it's not imposter syndrome, but Tasha's parents and even my parents, they don't get what I do. And they support here, so they might even be watching. But like, they don't get what I do. They live in the Midwest. And for them to be able to come stay at a really nice place on the beach because of one of my YouTube subscribers, that was cool for me. It's not about impressing someone for my behalf, but for them to see that their daughter, who has said yes to me, is provided for, at least in that moment, with a really nice place, that meant the world to me. I don't know if you guys can understand. I don't know if this is a guy thing where like men always need to feel to provide. I know that sounds very sexist, but you know, when you're trying to work so hard in so many years or unpaid this, unpaid that, and then all of a sudden some things hit off, you go, oh my gosh, this is amazing that I can, you know, that when Tasha and I showed up on the airplane, when we, you guys saw the photo, right? We show up and then there's literally a photo. Hold on. Oh boy, hold on a second. Let me see if I can move this. Oh, this is going to be a pain. Hold on. Our last minute here. I'm going to do this. So, oh, geez. What the hell? I thought I just locked that in. Lock it and then move it. So, 1 second here. I got to find this photo. So, check. I know I showed this to you guys. You probably already saw it. But this is just incredible, right? So, we get to San Pedro. I've never met these people before in my life. And look at this, right? Linen Shirt Dave. At this point, I had only been Linen Shirt Dave for like 36 hours. You know what I mean? So you know how incredible that is? Again, I am so sorry. I'm gonna miss so many of your amazing comments right now, but we have to get out of here. But just incredible the support that everyone's given. I know I sometimes get a little too redundant on that, but I think it's important for the live stream to understand, if nobody else, at how important it has been to me to be able to connect with you guys. So again, thank you so much. I've missed so many of your amazing comments, so I'll have to re-look at these after. Tonight, I'll be doing a 10 p.m. live stream. It's 4:58, last minute, folks. 10 p.m. live stream tonight on the West Coast, if you can join us. We'll have the recap up in the morning and a ton of other content. So thank you guys so much. If there's any other people you want me to collaborate with, either tag them on their Instagrams or whatever. Anyone, there's people I'd love to chat with, like the Olivias. You know, the people that I've always been a fan of. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more of that, where I at least have maybe a weekly conversation that's a little bit outside of the news. Savvy said, I saw that you posted an F-Boy Island, but no YouTube notifications. Well, YouTube's not going to notify you of new things. You got to comment on the F-Boy Island videos, and then YouTube will start notifying you of them. So thank you so much for checking all that out. And for everyone else, that's going to be it for me. I appreciate you guys all so much. Enjoy the episode. I will be on the Discord. You can go to my Instagram bio to catch the Discord link. It's on there. And I will see all of you guys later. Bye now. Well, that's a good song to leave on. Move those hips. Come on, folks. All right, I'll be on the Discord. All right, see you, Regine. See you in the Discord. Bring that nice headshot. Bye, Angel. Bye, everyone. Dale.